Gary, I appreciate that. I appreciate the kind words and the MC job and the job that you do. It's awesome. So, hey, for the dealers on this call, we're going to go through product training. We're going to talk about how Ring is different today than we were a year ago, 2 years ago. So we're really honored that you would spend the time this hour to learn more about Ring, how it can help your installs, how you can make an experience for your customer at the top and the best. So I appreciate the time. It does mean a tremendous amount to us. So thank you. Get something out of this hour, right? So there's questions. We've got my team on the call as well. We're here to support you without question. We want to make sure that we give you the support that you need to make the experience happen, right? So, get something out of it. You go from there. And when I said the team, really, that's really what we start with is the people. Really want to dive in and talk about the people on the call that we have, and that is on the West. You have Roman Zariba. He's on the call. I'm going to turn it over to him in a second. You've got Rich Way as well in the Central, and and Mark Lee, who's unfortunately not on the call today. He's traveling. But here's the information. So please, in the territory that you are. So if you are buying from Custom Plus and Volutone out on the West, there's Roman's information. And then Rich Way, if you're buying from AllNet and in the Central territory, Rich is there. And if it's MRI and if you're on the e-commerce platform as well, any one of these guys can help you out. And in my information as well, we are about helping you out. So I'll let them introduce themselves. And Roman, I'll start with you, sir.
Thank you, Todd. Hi, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good day today. Thanks for joining us. My name is Roman Zariba. I cover the Western Territory for our Installed Solutions team. I just wanted to say hi for everyone that I've met in person. If not, if you guys have any questions about what we cover in the webinar, please feel free to reach out. Roman@ring.com is probably the best way to do it, but also that's my phone number there. Anyways, thanks again for joining us today, guys.
Rich, how about you, sir?
Hey, guys. For all the states, what the coasters call the flyover states, or the states that nobody remembers, I cover the central US, the God's land is what I call it. If you guys are working with AllNet, I've probably talked to you. I've been working with AllNet for a few years now, so it's good to see you. But yeah, my contact information is down below as well.
Hey, fantastic. And then, like I said, Mark Lee on the East, so MRI. You're there as well. You can see his email and phone number. Keep in mind, I think that's why I started with the team. For us, it's really important that you as a dealer get an interaction with people who understand this industry. Right. So Rich is a previous a dealer himself, somewhat, he may say at times, a recovering dealer, but he's had that experience. He's been in attics, he's pulled cable, he's done all that. Right. He's worked in distribution, and Roman is probably one of the most technical territory account managers I've ever worked with. He's done the VIP installations for Ring. He's been with Ring about 6 years, so over 6 years. So he knows about the installation, the challenges faced with Wi-Fi and the upload speeds and things of that nature, and Mark as well. So we have a huge love and passion for this industry, and I think that means a lot to us. So when you're talking to us, we get what you're about and understanding. So with that, let's talk about our mission story, and story at Ring. We're going to go through the Ring's lineup, make sure you're all aware of, hey, how do we create this whole home security system, and what are we doing there? Some of the features to go with it. So when you're handing over the Ring system to your customer, they're getting the best and understand all of the different features within the products, and then certainly the benefits as well. So I start with the Ring. There are 30 plus products for whole home security that we have, from the alarm to the doorbell to security cameras to smart lighting. We've got a lot to offer as far as a whole home security. So when I say we're a different company from a year ago, 2 years ago, we've offered a lot. We've made a lot of different products, a lot of different integration partnerships as well that we'll talk about today. So we've also seen with Ring a 55% drop off in break-ins. So if you have Ring in your home, that means that 55% of the people who, oh, I'm going to choose a different home. So again, I think that's a powerful brand that people are now starting to see within Ring. We've over crimes and incidents resolved over 1,000 plus, right? So someone sees, a perpetrator on a property, maybe break into a truck or break into a house, and a Ring camera has captured that individual, and it led to that person being arrested, right? So there's a lot to it. And then also the last thing on this slide was 3.6 billion Ring moments, right? So Ring definitely has had a lot of moments that we've captured, and it's a pretty impressive number as our numbers have grown both US and Canada and certainly worldwide. All right, so our mission at Ring, and I think about this slide, if I'm a dealer and I look at this slide, why do I care? Let's just get to the next slide is what I used to think, right? But our mission, it's a big deal, right? So making neighborhoods safer. For you as a dealer, I think when you install Ring and Ring captures, like a person captures something, a potential perpetrator, what have you, your brand inside that home is compelling, is at its all-time apex, is what I would say. And then that high standard and high quality and that referral leads you to getting other jobs in not only in that home, right, but also in that community, in that neighborhood. So making neighborhoods safer is actually a really good mission that we like to talk about. So let's get into the portfolio, because we started with the doorbell. That's how it all got started. So we want to make sure that, hey, as someone who has Ring as in their portfolio for doorbells that we cover, so we now have 7 different doorbells that we offer, right? So moving left to right, I'm not going to cover them all, but I will cover some of the brand new ones. So the Ring Video Doorbell 2020, we've got the Ring Video Doorbell 3, the brand new and just about to ship the Video Doorbell 4, right? It's been shipping, it's just getting out the door. So it's you'll see that very, very shortly if you haven't already. The Video Doorbell Wired. Then we have the Video Doorbell Pro, the one that many of you on this call have are already installing. And then there's the brand new Ring Video Doorbell Pro 2 with a bunch of great features. Is now our best doorbell. And then you have the Video Doorbell Elite. And a lot of the dealers on this call install them because it is a power over Ethernet, a PoE option. And again, I don't believe, and that my team doesn't believe, that people are going into Best Buy, Home Depot, and Lowe's and looking for a PoE solution with the doorbell. That's this channel. That's what our dealers are installing and leveraging PoE as well. So let's start with the Video Doorbell 4, because it is the newest of our products as far as a battery solution. So it's got a pre-roll. One of the benefits over that of the Video Doorbell 4 versus the Ring Video Doorbell 3 is it has a pre-roll of 4 seconds. And we'll talk more about that in a second. It's got a removable rechargeable battery, or could be hardwired. So why a lot of people, go to this solution as a doorbell is because, hey, they either have it on the truck and someone says, hey, you know what, can you install Ring for me? And they don't have enough power at the doorbell, or it's an older home. So a battery is a better solution. Potentially, hey, they'd like something on the back door as well. And then again, it doesn't have the existing wiring. So a battery solution is the best solution there. And the other thing is we've moved from now just a 2.4 gigahertz to now a dual band Wi-Fi with the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, and it maintains that $199 price point. So introducing the pre-roll. So what pre-roll does is that when Ring captures motion, it goes back 4 seconds to see what triggered your motion. So you now get a chance to see the exact, a little bit further into the motion. And it's a really compelling and a great user experience. And we're getting a lot of compliments on the pre-roll. So remember, it captures the motion and the video 4 seconds before the actual motion is captured. And then we'll also be able to offer this to you as well. It is a comparison chart. So dealers, you can now get a chance to see, hey, as I offer to my customers, what are some of the differences between a video doorbell 2020 and then a video doorbell 4. So if, for example, you are offering your customer a Ring Video Doorbell 4 for $199 and they go online and they're like, well, hey, this video doorbell 2020 is $99. What's the difference, right? And then you could answer with, hey, there's a color, there's pre-roll, there's dual band Wi-Fi, etc. So and then a better field of view, right? So you'll have the answers to say, hey, why would I go with one versus the other? And it makes you look better. Again, you're the professional. And if you had something like this and this is available, it will help you then answer some of those exact questions. Another doorbell that we introduced recently is our Ring Video Doorbell Wired. It's a hardwired. There's no battery option here. So it has to be hardwired to an existing doorbell. And it has customizable and drawable motion zones as well. You can integrate it with Alexa integration and link devices as well. But one thing that you need to remember here is that you see that it's a $60 doorbell as the MSRP, and then it's bundled with a chime for $79, for $80. But why we're bundling is that this this video doorbell wired will never ring an existing doorbell. So it will draw power from the doorbell, but it will not actually chime an existing chime inside the home. So it needs to have a chime, a ring chime to go with it, or on your phone or in a tablet. In an Alexa device for Alexa integration. But keep in mind, if the customer has, and my uncle in Texas who went to University of Texas, he has the fight song when you ring the doorbell. He's really proud of it. So he couldn't use this device, the wired, because it wouldn't ring that specialized doorbell. So just keep that in mind as well. But it does, again, just to reiterate, and I want people to remember that hey, it needs the Chime Pro to go with it as well. And then the next one is what your guys are currently installing, and that's the Ring Video Doorbell Pro. I want to cover the Pro and the Pro 2 so you can get a difference of understanding of, hey, what is the difference between the $169 Video Doorbell Pro versus the $249 suggested retail price for the Ring Video Doorbell Pro 2, and why we think the Pro 2 is something that you'd want to gravitate to as well. So it is hardwired, power only. There is no battery option for it. It's got the color night vision. You can do Alexa greetings on it. So if someone rings the doorbell, you can have a specific Alexa greeting for it. And then you have quick replies for the Video Doorbell Pro as well. So now let's jump into the Ring Video Doorbell Pro 2, again, at that $249 price point. And some of just the great features that we're going to call out, and we'll cover it in more detail, is a head-to-toe HD plus video, right? So you now in the video captures a person who rings your doorbell or at your door. It covers them head to toe and not just a section of their body. It has 3D motion detection and a bird's eye view, two phenomenal technologies that no other video doorbell company offers. And it's something that we think is why you're going to want to gravitate to the Ring Video Doorbell Pro 2 and the Alexa greetings. So let's cover the head-to-toe video. So expanded field of view. The camera captures everything from top to bottom, 150-degree horizontal and 90-degree vertical for the Pro 2. So you can see just this now, the 150 and 90 is the Pro. And if you look now, the head to toe offers 150-degree horizontal and 150-degree vertical. So you can see you actually capture a lot more in the video when someone's at your door. So again, something that that we're really excited to offer to our customers as well now, that 150-degree horizontal and 150-degree vertical. Now we also offer something else that is a new technology that's in the Ring Video Doorbell Pro 2, and it's 3D motion detection. So it ensures the neighbors only get alerts for people that cross their property. And essentially, this eliminates a lot of the false positives where someone says, "Oh, it went, someone's on the property, but it's not." So now it really makes sure that when you get a motion detection, it is actually somebody on the property. It further fine-tuned motions with third dimension, with a third dimension and distance. You get better detection of objects approaching head-on, right? So you can see how this works here with the dots and the person walking up and the animation. And then the bird's eye view allows, so you can track somebody on your property with an aerial map view of motion around your home. So the dot represents the person that's on your property. And again, it's a bird's eye view. So now you not only see the image of the what's where the camera is showing, but you now get a bird's eye view and being able to see an aerial motion of your property. So those are two really strong technologies, again, that we're pretty excited about as an organization to be able to offer, and how we intend to maintain our leadership in the video doorbell category, right? So Alexa greetings, right? So someone rings your doorbell on the Pro and the Pro 2 in this case, you have the hi, this is Alexa, may know the purpose of your visit. You can then record, you could have a specific recording to have on the Alexa greeting as well. You could also do quick replies, is like an answering machine for your doorbell. And so again, this is stuff that working with Alexa is pretty powerful stuff. And again, that gives your customer a better experience and offers more technology for what's there. And then I mentioned earlier in the comparison chart for the Ring Video Doorbell Elite. And that is a PoE option at the doorbell. We've got as well to PoE. So it offers the dual band Wi-Fi or PoE as that advanced pre-link design and a single gang as well. And then here is you will all Rich.
I am double checking. We're still good, right? Todd, are you was that my video or your video that was messing up?
I don't know, but why don't you, can you do this cameras?
Sure. I'll go ahead and do the cameras.
Video off.
It just started to fade out audibly, Todd, but we're good now. Let's continue if you guys are good. Okay.
Awesome. All right. So thank you guys. I will kind of cover what our security cameras do. So, like our video doorbells, we have a security camera for almost any home in almost any situation. So we got different power options from battery to plug-in to hardwired to solar connections. And honestly, if you guys don't know what our cameras are look like, just take a walk around your block. You'll probably see a selection of them. But all of the cameras what I'll do is just kind of cover what all the cameras do. And then I'll just point out subtle differences. So all of them are 1080p. They're all HD video. They all have night vision, some color, some black and white. They do two-way talk, so you can have an interaction with whoever's in the field of camera. They do on-demand video. And they have different levels of sirens, but a user-initiated siren can be put inside of that as well. All of these get instant alerts through the Ring app and through our partners with Works with Ring and Link devices. So you can say when that front door camera detects any motion, you can have the Floodlight camera lights turn on and start recording. So these all kind of interact with one another, which then becomes a feeder product. So once you start with the front door, you can add different cameras and different lighting scenarios, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But yeah, this is an expandable product. This is not a one and done situation. There's lots of dealers that I've interacted with that said they started with the front door, and I've been out 4 times to troubleshoot 1 or 2 other things, like the TV's not doing something or the network's not performing the way it needs to. And it seems every time I go out there, I'm installing some new Ring product for the home. They just start getting into it and getting that cadence, and they're having a lot of repeat customers. So let's cover kind of what the Floodlight Cam Wired Plus is. And you've seen this out in the field as what we're calling now the Floodlight Cam Gen 1. This is a slight redesign. We've made the lights a little bit brighter. We do have that Alexa greetings and the warnings. The main difference between the Gen 1 and this one is that one, the Gen 1 has some metal parts. This one is all plastic housing, all weatherproof plastic housing, and it is $179, I believe, is the retail price point. If you want to go back into the $249 price point, we're looking at the Floodlight Cam Wired Pro. This is the one you guys want to be selling. It's got all the best features and benefits for your higher end installations, and your clients are gonna love you for it because it has a couple of marked improvements over the existing Floodlight Cam. One of them, most audibly, is going to be the Audio Plus. We've improved the speaker array as well as the microphone array to do better noise cancellation, echo cancellation, so you don't hear yourself talking while you're talking to the other person, and you can audibly hear when you're out in that field of view. The person can hear you a lot better because of the microphone or the speaker placement. We've taken some of the technology that we had in the Pro 2, which is the bird's eye view and the 3D motion active radar detection. And then we've stumbled that into a slightly different design, 2000 lumen versus 1800 lumen floodlights that have dimmable controls. So if you've got a floodlight cam over the garage, you want that full brightness. But if you've got a floodlight, say over the pool house or over the pool, you may not want to be blinded while you're swimming. You can bring that brightness down to whatever level you feel is appropriate. And as you can see in the bottom left, that is designed to be under an even overhang. We did a little bit of a tweak so that now can be mounted onto a horizontal surface. So moving into the spotlight arena, you can see all of the spotlights. Again, they all have integrated LEDs. Some are brighter than others. The battery powered lights aren't as bright as a plug-in, just to save battery use. By the way, the battery is typically for about 1,000 cycles of something, either days, motion events, battery lights turning on. So when they say how long does a typical battery last, it really does depend on the usage, the area, and what that user sets up. If it's doing full 2-minute recordings and full brightness and extreme motion detection, it's not going to last as long as someone who never touches it for 6-8 months. So just a bit of warning. Anytime you sell a battery product, it's a good idea to sell a second battery so they can be hot swapped while one's charging inside. They can do a really quick swap and not have to bring it inside and charge it for a couple of hours. So getting back on track, you can see that we've got a couple of different versions, right? So we've got the Spotlight Cam battery, which I just alluded to. You add a solar panel to it. Now it's a Spotlight Cam Solar. You've got the Spotlight Cam Wired that is available in an X-Line variant, which we'll talk about in a second. That wired actually has a 20-foot AC cord that you plug into an outlet. I'm going to beg you guys, stop drilling into the garage doors and running that electrical cord through the wall. We have a solution. It's a lot better. It's a lot more sleek than cutting off the end and going to Home Depot and buying a new end or running a cable that's not rated for in-wall use. So please, I'm going to ask you guys to stop doing that. We have better solutions, which we'll talk about in just a second. The Spotlight Cam mount is hardwired. So if you have a J-box or a single gang enclosure on the outside of the house, you can use this in place of a sconce light. In fact, there is even a trigger that when that motion is detected, it can trigger other lights to run if you're an electrician. So that kind of covers the Spotlight cams. Moving into the stick-up cams, which is our lower price stick-up cams, they're at 99 bucks. They are the identical. All 3 of those are the identical camera. If you put a battery inside of a plug-in, it becomes a plug-in. If you put a plug on a battery, it becomes a plug-in. They are all the same camera, just depends on the power source that it's being attached to. The pedestal can be detached and mounted to the wall. There is another cantilever mount, which is available for additional purchase, which you'll see on this next camera, for ceiling mounts, as well as other articulation. Weatherproof, indoor, outdoor. It's a great solution, really inexpensive. But for you guys, I would recommend using this camera, which you'll see next, which is the Stick-Up Cam Elite. Stick-Up Cam Elite, I'm calling our workhorse because it does everything. It runs off of PoE. It also has Wi-Fi built in. So as I alluded to a minute ago, to stop running the spotlight cams through the garage and drilling a giant hole in the wall, you can run Cat5 and have the Stick-Up Cam Elite run that camera for you, and then trigger lights through, say, our smart lighting or our partnership with Lutron, and have, when this Stick-Up Cam Elite detects motion, the Lutron can turn on those lights for 15 minutes. This is a much sleeker, much better solution for those situations than drilling a big giant hole in the wall. But this is indoor, outdoor. PoE injector is included. It can run off PoE, going straight to the network switch. It can also run PoE and run off Wi-Fi. It can also be powered via micro USB. So when I say it's a workhorse, it is versatile. It's indoor, it's outdoor, it's black, it's white, it's X-line, it's non-X-line. There is virtually nothing that this camera can't do, outside of be completely submerged underwater, but there's other cameras for that solution. We don't make them, but I wouldn't imagine you're going to be installing those anyway. So yeah, always have a Stick-Up Cam Elite on the truck. Lastly, at our lowest price point is the indoor cam, as I like to call the mini me. It is a very small camera. It is indoor only. It's available in black or white, no X-line available, but the same as the regular Stick-Up Cam, just about 30% smaller. It does have the advanced motion detection. It does have a built-in siren. It's used mainly for discrete indoor recordings, or it's made for recording indoors in a discrete fashion, not discrete indoor recording. I don't want to get into that. That's a completely different subject. Your clients will probably tell you, I don't want to talk about it. If you move to the next slide, you'll see the kind of the comparison chart that we have. We do have this available on our Dropbox. There is a QR code at the end of this presentation that houses these comparison sheets within that Dropbox folder. But this is handy for your sales guys and for your tech guys to be able to see the differences between them all. And as I alluded to a few minutes ago, the X-Line is our product that's available through our Snap partners. This is a product line designed and sold by you guys. And I for you guys that are already supporting the X-Line, I want to take a minute and thank you. It's doing a lot better than we anticipated. We anticipated doing well, but not as well as it has. I mean, this is making up a pretty big portion of our business, and we're seeing a lot of success, which means that it's only going to get better. It's not going to die on the vine. So this has been out, I think, since CES 2019. The hardware is almost identical with a couple of exceptions to the retail variant, but what you're getting is 3-year warranty as opposed to a 1-year warranty, and a lifetime subscription to the Ring Protect Plus, or the Protect Basic, which is normally $3 per month per camera. This is included in the purchase price. It's about a $150 retail increase. But if you want to put it as bare bones and dumb it down to an elevator pitch, the homeowner is paying upfront for about 3 years worth of service, but they're getting a lifetime subscription that they don't have to pay a monthly service for. I know your clients may have either a big aversion to wanting to carry a monthly fee. They want to just pay you once and be done with it. Or you want to be able to offer your clients something under your service plan where you're charging a premium of $50-$60 a month to be their concierge AV guy. Run the X-Line as opposed to the retail, then they don't have a monthly fee that they need to pay Ring and you at the same time. What currently made up within the X-Line is the Ring Video Doorbell 3 Plus, which was the variant right before the Ring Video Doorbell 4, that will be updated shortly. The Pro, again, which will be updated to the Pro 2 in the near future, and then the Elite. Now, the Elite is something a little unique, right? So as Todd talked a little bit about it, that is our PoE flush mount doorbell solution. What you get with the X-Line, not only is a 3-year warranty and the lifetime subscription, but you also have the ability to purchase at no charge $130 solid bronze faceplate and up to 10 different finishes to match whatever your clients desire. It's available as a downloadable coupon. So you go online on ring.com, you select the finish that you want, and then you enter the promo code, and it sends to your client or to you, your office at no charge, that $130 faceplate. So you're getting the benefit of all the X line, as well as a premium finish and a flush mount design within the X line. In addition, have the Access Controller Pro. That will allow you to trigger a gate, will allow you to trigger automated lift, any of those things that would prevent your homeowner from entering the house, where you put a Doorbell Elite at a front gate, and the Access Controller Pro would control that gate. So while they pull up the camera and talk to the homeowner or to the visitor, you'll be able to press one button and lift that garage or lift that gate for a 2-second momentary switch. It's all relay or wagon control. There's been some software updates. So if you guys have used the Access Controller Pro in the past, there have been some marked improvements. One of them being, you can program the entire thing directly through the Ring app. There's no more need to download the Key app, only if they elect to receive Key Amazon Prime deliveries, where the Amazon driver has a one-time access to come into that gate, drop off the package, and leave without having the homeowner intervene. Secondly, you can add as many as you want. So where previously you had one location and one door on this, you can add as many Access Controller Pros per location. So if you've got a client with 4 gates and a boat dock, you can add 5 Access Controller Pros onto the account, and you can share that access with other users. So now the husband and wife now have access to be able to unlatch that gate directly from their phone. It uses a cellular connection over AT&T, and there's no monthly access fee for it. So moving to the security cameras, as I said before, the Stick-Up Cam Elite does have an X-Line variant. All of these products are available in black or white through Snap. And the Floodlight Cam Gen 1, as well as the Stick-Up Cam Mount and the Stick-Up Cam Wired, are available within the X-Line purchase. And again, this is only available through distribution. So this isn't available on Amazon.com for regular customers. This isn't on the shelves of a Best Buy or retail partners. This is only through distribution for the installation channels. And with that, I will kind of pass it off to Roman to help us with the Ring alarm.
All righty. Thank you, Rich. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, guys. Cool. Yeah, so let's talk about Ring Alarm. I'm sure some of you guys have probably heard and maybe even installed our alarm indoor alarm system, and maybe some of you guys haven't. So I'm gonna try to focus on some of the small and then kind of bigger picture benefits and kind of features of the alarm system, and really try to drive home why this is a great value. This product is great value. And if you keep hearing me use the words whole home security system, hopefully after the next few slides you're going to understand why. Yeah, so let's start with the ease of use and just the ease of installation of this product. So when they say simple install and doesn't necessarily require professional installation, both of those are true. I mean, simple install, it's literally plug and play or pull and play. Both setting up the base station. We'll get into the individual components in a second. But both setting up the base station to the home Wi-Fi or direct internet connection and pairing the sensors are extremely easy. It doesn't necessarily require professional installation, but when you're talking about alarm systems for residents or business, customers, clients, they really want to trust a pro, somebody with experience to install these type of systems for them. Again, it's more do it for me unless I want to do it myself. These kits, we'll go over both the 5 and the 8-piece kits in detail, but they come prepared. So again, once you set up the base station, it is literally as easy as just pulling out a plastic strip, and you're going to have those sensors auto paired to the base station. Everything is controllable and set up and programmable through the Ring app itself. Of course, you can arm and disarm both in the Ring app and using the keypad, which we'll get into more in a second too. So now on to some of the bigger selling points. So there's no monthly fees. There's no long-term contracts. There's no moving fees. Everything works, and like I said, is controllable within the Ring app itself. The base station has a cellular and a battery backup. Most of the components, or all the components, are battery powered. And again, when you subscribe to this $10 a month optional professional monitoring, the Protect Plus plan, you do get that cellular backup as a feature as well. It integrates obviously with all of our Ring Video Doorbell products, the security cameras, our smart lighting, and as works with Ring partners as well, so such as other smart door locks, Alexa or Alexa voice control. I don't want to keep setting that off as we go through but I probably will. You can do geofence capabilities. Again, you can link this alarm with all those other Ring devices like the cameras, like the lights, so that you can create rules, schedules, trigger those things to turn on or off as the alarm goes off. So again, you have a ton of capabilities, and the reason why I want to keep driving home whole home security system is that this is like the gateway, the alarm system, the base station, because it's Z-Wave compatible. It just opens up the ability, to cross sell and to be able to introduce all these other smart home solutions in addition to this product, in addition to the base station. So it really is kind of the gateway to opening up a lot of other options for your clients and for your customers. Cool. And so now, yeah, so as you see here, these are the different bundles that we call them, that we sell the alarm kits in. So we have a 5-piece bundle. We have the 8-piece alarm kit. So the 5-piece kit, I'll start with that, comes with the base station, keypad for arming, disarming, one motion detector for rooms or for entries, contact sensors, again, for doors and for windows, and a range extender, a Z-Wave range extender. So again, these are all these sensors are battery powered, and they connect via Z-Wave to the base station. The base station itself does have the 24-hour battery backup. And then again, when you subscribe to that Protect Plus plan, the clients are going to be able to enjoy that cellular backup for the sensors as well. 8-piece kit just comes with a total of 4 contact door and window sensors. Again, you see the price point. The 5-piece was $199. You see the 8-piece coming in at $249. Of course, you can buy and Snap, all the locals sell these sensors individually a la carte in 2-packs, and then for the door and window sensors also in the 6-packs as well. And then the retrofit alarm kit. That is an awesome product because, again, this is what allows you to take over an existing wired system for a residence, for a business. Again, even we see it, it's really popular even when clients are building new homes. They want to have, maybe they want to have their door window sensors pre-wired, and have those, not as visible. I think that I saw a question or a comment earlier, right before I started talking about the alarm, about the sensors, maybe, not wanting to be visible. So again, you can pre-wire those. You can use the retrofit alarm kit to connect up to 8 wired contact sensor zones. So it will only be able to take over the door window sensors as of now. But again, for $149, you can take over 8 zones. There isn't a limit of how many sensors per zone. But if you do have a larger residence or commercial application, you can use multiple retrofit kits. You're not limited to just using one. So again, you can add, I think on some projects we've seen up to 10 or even a dozen used, again, for larger commercial projects. 17
is the record.
17 is the record. That's what we got. So we're expecting somebody to break that record out there, guys.
That's right. That's Jose in Chicago.
That's awesome work, Jose. Okay, let's see where so we are on link devices. Perfect. Yeah. So like I was mentioning earlier, with this link devices feature, this is awesome because you can, and I think we have a little animation playing, but you can link Ring doorbells, security cameras, and the smart lights to the alarm so that when the alarm trips, your home responds. Again, you can have the lights turning on, when the alarm goes off. You can start the recording on all the cameras. You can set schedules, right, for your lights or for your cameras based on those actions as well. So again, we're talking about just the flexibility of using all of our products as a whole home security solution. Moving on to the next one. So, we mentioned Alexa voice control. So sorry if I keep setting it off, but one additional benefit of having that Alexa and having that voice control option is something called Alexa Guard. So when you pair your Ring alarm with Alexa Guard through an Amazon Echo device, you can enable glass break and CO2 alerts listening. So how that works is the Echo device actually uses the built-in microphone to listen for those audio signatures, for glass breaking, for a CO2 smoke detector going off. So again, and once it identifies that, it can link and trigger the alarm to go off. And again, Alexa Guard, it's available with no extra charge. All you have to do is obviously download it as a skill and set that up in the Ring app. We had talked about the ability to set up a geofence. So geofence, again, this is a new feature. This is really cool. So what is a geofence? So think of a geofence as a kind of a virtual perimeter or like an invisible fence. So when you set one up, you're creating an invisible boundary around your home or business. Once the geofence is enabled, the alerts can be automated based on the location of your mobile device and basically passing through this zone. So for example, the Ring app can remind you or can remind the homeowner or the neighbor to change their to basically arm their system once they walk out the door per se, if you put it right by the front door, or vice versa. If you want to set another geofence a little bit further out, when they come back in, it'll remind them to disarm the system a little bit early. And this is device specific. So, the geofence does have to be set up per mobile device, whether that's on a cell phone or a tablet. But again, just giving, more automation capabilities, giving you the capability to have full control of a smart home, whole home security system and solution. And one last thing, just really quickly, we did also recently announce the mode scheduling for the alarm. So you can actually schedule modes and have the geofence included with that as well.
Yeah, great call out, Roman. Great stuff. All right, so I should have had that. There's the animation for it. So yeah, sorry, forgot to get that going. And then I wanted to address smart lighting. All right, so you have now, the Ring video doorbells. You've got the alarm system. You've got security cameras, and now the Ring smart lighting. And I think we've grown and come a long way with the smart lighting. And I'll give an example of how I use it in my home. So I've got the solar pathway lights in my front yard. So when my wife, my sons, my mother-in-law drive up to our house at night, it sets the motion off on the light. So then it lights up my entire front yard. Then they get out of their car and then walk towards my driveway, towards my front door. And once they hit the motion there, then it triggers a spotlight cam that's above my front door. So now the stairway that I have is totally lit up. So it actually is very easy. Both my wife and my mother-in-law have mentioned to me multiple times that, hey, they really like how that operates. And again, it's a really good solution to have. They're solar, so I've installed it and I haven't had to worry about it because they're in the sun during the day, and it lights up the home at night. And I have a set schedule. So at 9 o'clock at night, they turn on. Then I have them turn on all the way till 4 a.m. as well. So that seems to work out pretty well. And again, it's a really nice way for people who pull up into my driveway to have a lit garage. So these are on the far right for the smart lighting, the pathway lights. You could see that's the motion detector. So once it sees that, and then on the top is the solar panel for the pathway lights. And then I also have the step lights as well on my side yard. When my sons remember to take out the garbage, we do have 2 steps that they have to maneuver to take out the trash. And so that's helped them out as well, and absolutely helps me out because they have forgotten on multiple times. I don't want to get into that too deep. But it's helped out, and it's really good. And so then with the lighting and the smart lighting is you can now have Echo as the bridge for your smart lighting. You can see that on the far right on the phone in the app, you can see the Ring Bridge, the Amazon Echo, or the Amazon Echo Show 10. These now act as a potential bridge. So, and I know we've captured Amazon Alexa, and there have been a few features. Obviously, as an Amazon company, we want to integrate tightly with the Amazon product, certainly, and then with Alexa, as we say, or Alexa. On the CE Pro Top 100, 82% for voice control of dealers are using Amazon and the Alexa platform. So people are using it, and now we want to integrate with it better and have better features, right? So they can act as a bridge, etc. So with that, then the solar pathway lights, the solar floodlight, the step light, the smart light bulb, the 2 smart light bulbs as well then can be too. So then we also have, let me go back one. The outdoor smart plug. So you can control existing outdoor lights or appliances from within the Ring app. You can have a dual outdoor smart plug, and it's weather resistant. So again, just things that we are adding that make your installs and the ability to create a Ring experience within you for your customers is compelling. So again, when I said we're a different company than we were, a year ago, 3 years ago, we are providing solutions that make you, the dealer, install much better solutions, and solutions that can make you money, but more importantly, make it just a great experience for the customer. Then we like to talk about the transformer. So if you have existing low voltage lighting, whether it be Coastal Source or a Snap AV version, right? Or Snap One, I should say, in this case, sorry. You can now have a 12 volt or a 15 volts, right? You have 200 watts. It's in weatherproof casing. So now you can control the existing landscape lighting all from within the Ring app. And Rich, why don't you talk about the integrations that we have within Ring as well?
Sure. Hey, if you got a second, can we jump back to the transformer?
Yeah.
Because we get this question a lot, and this question comes up a lot of like, how do I make more money with Ring? We know that Ring is a feeder product, right? You put Ring in, you're in the home. Now you're talking about networking. Now you're talking about audio. Now you're talking about all the other things, right? So that we know that is a feeder product. But when you talk about how do I elevate my installations, outside of being a Ring partner through ringpartnerprogram.com, you have the ability to elevate those installations and make a much more custom solution. So let's say you have a floodlight cam. Homeowner says, hey, can you put a floodlight cam up there? So you walk into an AllNet store, you grab it, you put it on the wall, and then you say, give me my money, right? That is a quick and easy solution. It's a really great way to wow the customer. But when you're talking about those customers that maybe like to price shop or say, well, I could do it myself, sell the transformer, sell the bridge or an Echo Show 10, then you take this transformer and run your high profit LED systems inside and use a stick up cam Elite X. So instead of selling a $249 floodlight that provides lighting for just that area, doing the stick up cam, you're running wire, you're providing the transformer, which is $99, and a bridge that is $49, and the camera, which is $200. You now have that much better solution. When that camera detects motion, this transformer can turn on the entire yard. And that is a solution that maybe your client hasn't thought of and say, yeah, we can provide a floodlight cam, but as soon as that floodlight illuminates, someone who's there may look at the camera and run away from it. Whereas if the stick-up cam was mounted in a discrete location, that detects motion. These transformer lights come on, the entire yard is illuminated. Now that camera has a really good view. You've given the client a really wow factor, given them a much better solution, a much more integrated solution. Therefore, you're able to charge more. So that's my little tangent. I'm going to get off of it. But just thinking outside of the box while we're selling this transformer box. So integrations with Ring. We do have quite a few partners and a lot that aren't even listed on here, but some to really call out, as we've talked, Roman and Todd and I have all talked about Alex A integrations. We say that so we don't set your lights off. We're fully baked, so you can arm your alarm, you can disarm your alarm with a voice code, you can lock the doors if they're paired with the alarm hub, you can pull up the camera on a live view on, say, a Sony or a Samsung television that has the Alex A app. I've got an 82-inch Samsung. Someone rang my doorbell while I was watching TV. Their mug popped up as I was watching that. And then after a minute, it went back and I was continuing to watch what I wanted to watch. Lots of integrations within that. Additionally, we have partners from Savant, some third-party drivers that can do some other integration partners that we haven't mentioned today. But I do want to spend just a second talking about Lutron. Lutron was kind of a no-brainer moment when we're having these meetings of what partners do we want to work with. We were able to launch this in a really quick fashion. So as I alluded to before, within the Lutron app, doing Caseta or Ratu Select, if you have that, pull up the hamburger menu, you go down to Ring integration, you link your account with Lutron's account. Whenever that front door detects motion, you can have the front light turn on full brightness for 15 minutes. You can have any Lutron light turn on for 15 minutes while that motion is detected or a doorbell ding is detected. It's a simple and easy way to do it. If you've already going and installing Lutron, you can have this integration And again, give your customer that wow moment of like, oh, I don't need to buy a different party controller and have 16 different versions of the same lighting control. Yeah, you can use Lutron in that instance. It's free. If you're doing installs with Lutron already, it's a no-brainer to link them together. And it's something the homeowner can do post installation. So getting into the as we said before, which I kind of alluded to on Alex A, using any of those Echo products, or even an Echo Show or a Fire Stick or Fire TV Cube, or the built-in apps from Samsung and Sony, you can pull up that video feed on any of those devices and see it in full color, as well as saying, Alex A, show me the front door. It'll pull up the video feed. I believe we even have one with the Samsung refrigerators that have the full LED screen. You can pull up Ring within that Samsung refrigerators through SmartThings. We also have it where you can directly talk to them without a video device. So if you've got an Echo Dot or an Echo, the full Echo product, you say, let me talk to the front door, and you can have a conversation without having to go answer the door or pull open your phone. Moving to the Key by Amazon, I alluded a little bit on the Access Controller Pro, but Key by Amazon, it allows your customers to get their Amazon Prime packages delivered right within their garage. So avoiding getting their groceries or their packages either stolen or rained on or snowed on if you're in Ohio. Probably not now. The delivery option is not only safe for customers, but it offers benefits regarding package security and convenience. So, one thing, all of our Amazon drivers are vetted. They do pass background checks, so that they have to have a couple of things in order for this delivery to happen. One, they have to be within 75 feet of the address. It has to be verified through their GPS enabled phone. They have to scan the package and make sure they're at the right place. Then they get a one-time access to open that garage, place the items in within a couple of seconds, and then when they say that the delivery has been completed, that garage door does close. So they place an Amazon. The way that works, if your customer places an Amazon Prime order, they select Key Delivery at checkout. Once it's out for delivery, the customer receives notification that it's on the way. The delivery associate arrives to the access point, and they're given that one-time access. And then after they're done, the access point is locked, and the customer is notified that the package has been delivered. There is a program that we wanted to talk about for Ring dealers that provides financial incentives for linking homeowners' MyQ accounts to Key by Amazon, so that the customers can engage in garage deliveries. So their Prime customers they already have the Chamberlain MyQ device or a Chamberlain enabled garage door opener. All you have to do is join the rewards program and connect their customer account during the regular appointments. So before the customer can set up a Key by Amazon account, they must have the MyQ app set up on their phone. And if the customer owns like a LiftMaster or Chamberlain Wi-Fi enabled garage door opener, you can connect their device directly through the MyQ app and then link to their Prime account to enter the Key by Amazon. If they don't have a Wi-Fi enabled garage door opener, you can sell them a smart garage door control like the MyQ, and then pair it to their garage and then establish a connection within the MyQ app. Once they're connected, they connect to the app to their Prime account. The way that you can do it is by you connecting the Key by Amazon program. It rewards you by connecting the MyQ and the Key by Amazon app. For each household you connect, it's $40. So you guys can get, you participate in the program, you register the account with the LiftMaster Partner Rewards program, and then each time you do that connection, you'll receive $40. There's also additional rewards on the personnel level. Installers, office staff, technicians, they can all earn $100 from the first connection and reach different incentive milestones from there. And they told me that the top 10 performers in Key connections for 2021, there's a grand prize of $10,000. There's some guys that have already done 200 connections in the last couple of weeks that they've been doing. So in order to participate in the program, they just follow these steps. So you register an account with the LiftMaster, which is rewards.liftmaster.com. You connect the customer's garage door opener and the MyQ and Key together, and then submit a claim for every connection made. And they get paid you get paid within a week of them accepting their first delivery. So very simple, very easy way to gain additional benefits while you're out on the job already. And that MyQ app interacts directly within the Ring app as well. So to cover kind of what else we offer within the Protect plans, there is no monthly fee required. You can use our products without having to subscribe. What you get with that, during that 30-day trial, you get all the benefits. But then after that, if they elected not to enroll, they still get the motion activated notifications. They still get the real-time video. They still can interact with the camera just like it would. But the moment that they want to go back and review recordings, that's when they need to enroll in a Protect Basic or have an X-Line product. That gets them the 60-day cloud recording, unlimited amount within that 60 days. The video sharing and saving. So if there was an event, they could share it and share it with neighbors app or with their physical neighbors by texting a video to them. It also enables some analytics like people only mode, the snapshot capture, which mimics like a 24/7 recording, where it takes a picture every 30 seconds for wired devices and every, I think, 3 minutes for battery powered devices, as well as receive rich notifications. So on your Apple Watch, it would send a picture of what that motion is actually happening. If they elect to have an alarm system, or if they have more than a few cameras on the account, you can do the Protect Plus plan. That's $10 a month or $100 a year per location. And that gives them unlimited camera recording as well as 24/7 professional monitoring for the Ring alarm. And as alluded on the last slide, we do offer a lifetime theft protection warranty. So if at any point the Ring device is stolen, anytime after the purchase, they simply contact Ring, file a police report, and then we will provide a free replacement for that neighbor that has the stolen device. As I said before, if you have a phone, open it up right now and point your camera towards that QR code. That is our Dropbox folder that houses sales sheets, that houses images, pictures, as well as how-to videos and a recording of a previous webinar that we've done, the national webinar. Again, this one is recorded and can be shared out afterwards. But that number that you see there, that number is for you guys only. That is installer tech support. That's not the general tech support. So once you verify the customer's information and verify that you were there helping with the customer, they give you that level 2 and 3 tech support so that they can get past, all the like, well, did you plug it in? Is it on Wi-Fi? Those types of questions. You can reach us at Ring, text with us at ring.com, or youtube.com/ring for installation videos. Again, another plug is the proinstall.learnaboutring.com. Once you're a Ring partner, you get access to this website. This website houses trainings on all of our products and goes in depth, as well as quizzes. So if you have a bunch of employees that want to learn how to be Ring partners or to get that coveted Ring authorized partner badge that you can put on your van, this is the website to go to become a Ring partner. You'll have new product training, sales sheets, as well as images, and then training on the works with Ring. So interacting with Schlage and Yale locks, and some of our other partners, as well as installation videos. So with that, I'm going to kind of open it up to any other questions. I know there's been a lot within the chat, and we've answered quite a few of them. But if you guys have questions, we'll kind of open it up for right now. Roman, has there been any good questions that have come through that we want to answer live?
Sure. Yeah, there's been some great questions. I think we can start with the latest one from Gary. Gary's asking if Ring integrates with Lutron Homeworks.
Not at this point.
Yep, just the Caseta and Raw 2 Select are the platforms within Lutron that integrate within Ring.
And if you have any other questions, bring it up with your Lutron rep.
Let's see, Philip or Philippe, excuse me. He had a great kind of a comment, and it looks like Richie had answered him live in the chat, but he was talking about the alarm, the sensors, even with the redesign and having them be smaller and kind of a better design, sometimes maybe it's not applicable for every situation. So it looks like Richie, you had replied back, suggesting the retrofit kit for some of those applications, and even being able to maybe pre-wire if possible.
Yep. And then the anonymous attendee wrote, drone ETA, is it still real? Yes, the always home cam is still very real, and will be out later this year. And it's something that is definitely on track for this year.
Yep. It's not a drone. It's an always home cam.
Yep.
So I had kind of typed back. So Rick Beckwith had asked about the Stick-Up Cam Elite being able to mount, under an eave, and I guess specifically to a JBox. So I kind of typed it up. I'll just say it again really quickly. So with the Stick-Up Cam Elite, you can absolutely very easily, with the existing mount mounted under an eave, super easy to do that. The existing mount that comes with it is very flexible. So whether it's under an eave, whether it's just against a wall, or if you wanted to use it for indoor and just have it kind of sitting on a shelf, you can, that's all possible. In terms of the JBox, it's not designed to mount specifically to a JBox. That we have the Spotlight Cam mount. That one is specifically designed to mount to a JBox, but you could certainly buy a JBox plastic plate or a plate, and then as long as you just drill through that so that the Ethernet cable can pass through, you could feasibly mount it onto a plate for a JBox.
Perfect. And then Anonymous, you ask again, which doorbell does HoloVision use? And that is our Video Doorbell Elite. That is the one that they have chosen and use. And then Robert, you ask, are there any future plans to integrate with Control 4? That is something that I know is something that's talked about and offered a lot. We have a third-party company that Blackwire that has written a driver for. We don't talk a lot about, but we should. But they've written a driver for notifications, and so I think it's a really compelling offer that helps us integrate a little tighter. Let's see.
Also written one for Elan as well. So it's event-based. So motion notifications and doorbell dings can trigger things within those respective control systems.
Thanks for clarification.
Just really quickly, so Jesus had asked about glass break sensors and availability. So we don't offer, Ring doesn't make glass break sensors yet, but what we do have and what we talked about is that Alexa Guard skill and that capability. To use that with the alarm system so that you can, again, it listens for the audio signature, for sound signature of glass breaking, and also for smoke and CO2 detectors to go off. So that is just as good of a solution that you can use right now.
Yeah, and I can say with firsthand experience that the glass break sensor within the far field microphones is quite superior to a lot of other glass break sensors that I've used because it's got analytics sitting behind it and not just a sound pressure meter and a high pass filter. Ruben asked, someone asked, Chris, will there be an image flip option on the Stick-Up Cam Elite? There is an option right now within the indoor cam that would allow you to do it simply because we don't have a mount available. But no, for the Stick-Up Cam Elite, you simply would flip the mount and have it mounted to the ceiling. There is no image flip option currently, and I can't speak to when or if that's going to be coming out.
All right. No, it's just some great questions coming in, and I think it shows the high level of dealer that is shopping and working with Snap One, and it means like these are some really good questions. You guys are invested. You're dialing in. You're trying to figure out the best way to deliver on some of these experiences. And when I allude to this, hey, we're a different company. Our team is about the installer, the custom integration channel, and the products we're making are helping you. I think we're seeing the questions that are coming in that showcase just that. So Ruben asks, is it true there's a vehicle dash cam coming? And Rich, I see you're typing there.
Yeah, it's coming. It was announced.
It's coming. Yep.
And it is definitely coming.
Yeah, I totally agree, Todd. It's not just the integration questions in the now. A lot of this is kind of following your lead and where we're going. You can tell where the drivers are, what future products are going to be integrated. Absolutely. But thank you for a nice compliment on the Snap One dealer base, because you're right. All right, guys, it's about 5 minutes after. We can continue to answer the questions. Yeah, 80 guys on today with such a great panel. We will be back on today. Guys, I have you in 4 more hours, okay? So go get 2 emails done and come back, because that's what you're going to have. No, but we got asked about everybody getting an inbox on Friday. Of course, it's going to be our compelling recording today and us answering the questions and the slide deck, which was fantastic. Yeah, really kind of diving into the Q key was really cool. You know, I'm still curious, you know, setting those kind of things up. And Rich, you're talking about the numbers and, you know, the advantages of going down that route. But right, you know, guys kind of get into it, learn it, and all of a sudden they've done 200. You know what I mean? And the notifications that can come back. This is the kind of thing that they're learning or continuing to have as an add-on service to the end user, as far as the communication, what happens when there is a break, or how to react in time for their customers with regards to notifications and the validity of the systems that they're setting up. So hugely important. That last HomeKit, I think we answered everything, guys. Let's cut it loose. I'll press stop here. Todd, Roman, Rich, thank you guys so much. Let's get our butts back here in a few more hours and do the whole thing over again. I'll wrap it up for a great follow-up on Friday, but great midsummer discussion. Todd, thank you to you and your team. Thank you for illustrating the whole nationwide viewpoint. That's always important for our growing company of who, what, where, and who can support us. So that's really important.
Well, thank you, Gary.
Yeah, last words. Go ahead, Todd.
No, again, I appreciate the opportunity. And like I said, with the questions, it shows that, hey, we're making an impact with dealers across the country. So I know my team's excited.
Yep, 100%.
Thank everybody for your support and participation. Thank you.
Yes.
Have a good rest of your afternoon. Be safe out there. This is our Wednesday webinar series with Ring. We'll be back in a few more hours. Next week, URC. A good discussion there. It's back. It's in the Snap One partner stores. So more discussions to come. Everybody, take care. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Thanks, gentlemen.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.